Folks, Jade with KnifeJoy, and I want to talk to you about one of the brands that we like dealing with, MachineWise, and their new knife, the Mojave, and a couple of the other knives that we have with you. And if I forget anything, somebody's going to yell at me from behind the camera and nod at me. Good, we're live. Okay, we're good. So, but first I want to talk about the company and where the brand started and kind of where they're at now, and then I'll go into these. So they started in Phoenix, Arizona, 2021, early 2021. A couple of guys getting into the flipper community and then expanding their brand. They've expanded so much, they're in a new warehouse. It's still in Phoenix, Arizona. They do all of their machining in that warehouse, and they 3D print all of their packaging, and I'm going to talk about that as well.
So has KnifeJoy had them since 2021?
We have not. We started with them last year, summertime of last year or fall of last year. So we've been dealing with them for about a year now, and I've spoken with Martine over the phone quite a bit. We met with him at Blade Show this year. It was the first Blade Show they did, was this year in Atlanta. And I'm going to see them again coming up here in a couple months, and then hopefully taking a trip out to Phoenix to do some stuff in their shop as well. So we're going to work on that.
Is it mostly EDCs, more tactical, or?
So they're not tactical per se, like they're not doing, subdued finishes and black G10, but they started in the flipper community, and now a couple of the folder knives that they have are something you could put in your pocket and carry every day. So yeah, they're growing that part of it, which is kind of cool. The Mojave, which is their newest folder, is way EDC friendly. In fact, we're going to talk about the Mojave, but first we're going to talk about their Balisong, kind of where they started out with, right? So, like I said, they have unique packaging. They 3D print everything in-house, and each package is unique to that model. So their Serif Opus here, there's their warranty card, their product description card, rather. They've got one of their brand stickers. And I can't tip this too much because they got a couple of weights there that you can add to the Balisong to change for your flipping ability. But there's a hole here on the back side, so you can poke that guy out there. It's a tight pressure fit. So this one they did, we're talking about the tactical kind of stuff, they did like kind of a distressed or subdued finish, even though they color anodized the titanium on that. And then their Bowie shaped blade there. And these things are balanced and precise for flipping, and like I said, they've got the added weights there as well.
So you could use that in like a flipper competition.
Yeah, like remember the one we were watching a Blade Show that one time? Yeah, you could definitely use that there. It's balanced, it's perfect. It might be too pretty, you wouldn't want to drop the thing, but. So next up we've got the Sonora, again with their logo, 3D printed into their package. So this one's even more unique, kind of a screw off lid there. And then in the top of the lid is their product card, a little description, blade steel, things like that. One of their cards there as well. Their MachineWise sticker. And then inside this package, they've got some oil, they've got an adjustment takedown tool, and then the knife itself is pressure fit into that 3D printed package there. And then that little coin there is a representation of where that bolster was. So this is actually two parts of metal, the handle and then the bolster part. And then they leave that coin there for you. And then that guy's pressure fit in there. So this is their raw titanium finish. Quick flipper action, and then a button lock. Machined clip, super deep carry, right? And it's adjustable. You can switch it for left-handed or right-handed. Even though I'm left-handed, I still carry my knife right-handed. But that's their flipper action button lock. And then their newest model, the Mojave, again, unique packaging, 3D printed in-house, screw off cap here with their tool inset into the cap. And then pop that out. And then inside the lid, there's a little pressure fit there where the product card and the sticker is as well. And then there's oil inside that, and then a little cradle holding the knife there. So this is the Mojave, a flipper action, but this is a liner lock with an insert into the liner there. So blade insert and a liner lock, a machined backspacer, again a deep carry clip, machined an end set into the lock side of the handle, and then more of a Warren Cliffy style blade on that. Definitely more utilitarian, very durable, a lot of meat on the tip of the blade there. So flipper action, frame lock, Mojave, that's their newest one. So folks, that's a little bit of the rundown of MachineWise, a little bit of the backstory and some of the things that we're excited to have on our website. Made in the USA, both the knives and their packaging. We're super excited to have them and be one of their, they don't have many dealers. We're fortunate to be in that group. Looking forward to talking to the guys out at the next Blade Show and hopefully make it out to Phoenix, Arizona and see their facility here in the next few months. Thanks for watching, folks.